Hey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good, good.
So I normally stream it's kind of random now. I have a show on Tuesday nights called Real Talk with Beard, that we talk about different relationship topics and stuff. That's Tuesdays at 10. I have my dating show on Mondays. I've kind of put a hold on it though because it's been hard finding contestants. I'm not gonna lie. And then I'm an admin for a couple of different shows.
Perfect. You got anything coming up, auctions or anything?
Oh yeah, that I have an auction today at 6:15 with Eddie.
Oh, Eddie's auction. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was in Eddie's stream last night, so yeah, he was telling me about it. Uh, Vampy, I'm going to bring you in the box. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do.
Hello.
Hey, Vampy, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good.
Well, my name is Vampy. I'm mostly an admin for a few shows on the app. I also have my own show that recently just dropped. It's called Vampy Musical Madness every Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. I have an auction in November. It's like the person that I'm in this auction. He had me down for November 12th, I believe. Um, Other than that, I'm glad to be here.
No, thank you. Thank you both for being my guests this week. Thank you. I appreciate it. Guys, if you want to be part of the show, Emoji J's here in the box. Either contact me on my IG or reach out to Emoji J. Emoji J's my admin here. So we want positive vibes, guys. This is good conversation. This is just opinions of the two people in my box. We'll walk through different scenarios. So let's go ahead and get started with the first one. I hear trolls thrown around all the time. We all know we've got trolls in the stream. They want bad vibes. Maybe somebody with a hidden account just messing with you, things of that nature. So that's what first thing we're going to deal with is dealing with trolls. The first question is, how do you handle accounts with no profile pics and names that come into your stream? I've heard I've heard people just kick them out. If they don't have a profile name, just kick them out. I've heard other people know that kills your stream. So I just wanted your opinion.
So me personally, I am a no face, no case person. So if you've got no profile picture, I give you the opportunity to get in my box and show that you're a real person because I understand that people just starting out on the app might not have a picture up yet or might have an issue. So I get it because we were all new streamers at one time. But for somebody who is not a new streamer, it, if you don't have a picture, there's a reason you don't have a picture. And I don't have time for that. So we in my stream we specifically do it no face no case. You literally have 2 minutes to hop in the box, and you don't have to stay in the box. You just get in the box and be like, "Hi, I'm a real person," and like you're good to go. Um, I'm not cruel. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. Anybody's welcome in my stream. But I don't have time for games anymore.
And I see a question there. Thick had a question. What does no picture or no photo matter?
Okay, so to me it matters because I've had enough issues with plenty of people on this app who create other accounts, and I got tired of dealing with it. Um, so when it comes to that, like if you have no picture, I mean it got bad there for a while. So if you have no picture, technically this is a dating site, so you should have a picture because you're trying to date somebody, so people want to know who you are. Unless you're in the box, I can put anybody's picture here. Like I can put anybody's picture in my profile picture and claim to be anybody. So, I mean, that's why, like, when it comes to pictures, I prefer to know that I'm talking to a person rather than somebody I've had an issue with in the past.
Yep, Vampy, what's your opinion?
So, for me, my stream, I'm just like Beer Raider. Like, you had no picture, yeah, I might just remove you. I'm not gonna block you, but I'll remove you. but also give them like she said, give them a chance to upload a profile picture that may be new, and so if I can remove it from my stream, they can come back to my next stream if they want to, right? So to me, I like to know who the person is behind the camera or behind the, in the chat, whatever. Yeah. So like, I remove it sometimes, and sometimes I don't. It's just a matter how the stream like is.
Yeah, I know with POF sometimes the photos won't upload.
Yeah.
So people come in with a profile. I know my second account that I've got doesn't have a photo. It does not have a photo because I can't get it because my primary account has my photo.
I've had that issue where it'll like delete my photo because it didn't like something about it, and then it'll make me upload another one. That's why I try to be somewhat understanding of no photos. But you have people that come in that are, they have like hundreds of faves. Why don't you have a photo?
Right.
Like if you've been on this app for a while, you should have some sort of photo.
Yeah.
I kind of in my stream, I give it a chance, right? Anybody that comes in my stream, I give it a chance. A lot of people just lurk, don't really say anything. But if you come in and start saying racist stuff or sexual stuff or anything negative, you're gone. I block you. I don't deal with it because I want positive vibes in my stream.
Yeah.
And I give everybody a chance in my stream until you open your mouth, basically, right? Quote unquote, right? But yeah. So any more questions from the viewers? Okay, we'll go to the second question. It kind of goes along with the same lines. What's your tolerance level for trolls? I guess I just kind of hit on that a little bit.
So everybody needs a good troll. I mean, there's good trolls and there's bad trolls. And like we have a mutual friend, Vampy and I. His name is King Goober. And I troll him every time I'm in a stream with him. And all I have to do is say gobble gobble. And there's a story behind it. So like it's fun trolling. It's not like I'm here to make him miserable and ruin his life. But there's a small group of us that do that to him because we know it annoys him. So stuff like that is okay. Like it's your friend. Like I'm not doing it to like hurt him. I'm not doing it to offend him or anything of that nature. So there are some trolls that are just there to have a good time and make your stream more entertaining. But there comes a time where you have to distinguish like what's tolerable and what's not. And I've had a difficult time with this sometimes because I've lost fans over it. I've lost friends over it because I've had other friends that have crossed the line, and I either didn't do what they wanted me to do to take care of it, or I did not meet their expectations on taking care of it. When you're in my stream, I expect my other viewers to respect you. It's just, I don't want to come to your stream Wild West and have fish fingers in here like talking crap about me. Why would I want to come to your stream if somebody's in here talking crap about me? I don't want that. Or if he says something racist, like why is that okay? Yeah. Why is that okay? It's not okay. Like I have friends from all different backgrounds. So I mean, there's a time and a place. Like some jokes are okay, but like when you take it to the next level, it's not okay. I mean, like I had a disabled person in my stream, and he started cracking disabled jokes, and I was looking at my friend, and I was like, are we supposed to laugh? Like I want to laugh, but like, is it okay to laugh? Like I'm not trying to offend anybody. Like they were funny jokes. But he's like, dude, you have to be able to laugh at yourself sometimes. So I'm like, okay, so it's okay to laugh. Like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. But I've lost several fans over other people trolling other people in my stream. So I got to the point of it, like, I give you one warning. Like, you get one warning to stop doing that, and then you're gone. And I don't give you the option of coming back either. And I just found out the other day that I lost a friend that I've had for quite some time because of another person who was in my stream making comments about he was making racist comments. And this person was in an interracial relationship, and he was like, I unfriended you because you allowed that person in your stream. And I was like, you didn't send me a message. You didn't say, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even care. Like, there's sometimes where I'm in my stream where, like, I'm having a conversation with somebody. I'm not always paying attention to the chat. Like, most of the time I'm
Right.
doing both, but sometimes I'm not paying attention to the chat. So if somebody offends you in my stream, I prefer you to let me know and, give me the opportunity to handle it or take care of it. Because you know what? I have friends that are Black. I have friends that are Indian. I have friends that are Spanish. And, like, to each their own. Anybody can date whoever they want to date. Like, I'm not sitting here judging. Nobody else should judge either. And, like, I don't want
Right.
you to come to my stream. I don't want people to feel like they can't be safe in my stream.
Right.
Yes,
Go ahead, Vampy.
Personally, I never had bad trolls to approach my lives yet. Mostly just group of friends that come by. We joke around with each other. We know that everything we say is not serious. We just joke around, like what Beer Raider said. We pick on Goober all the time. We pick on each other. It's always love and, like, in my streams personally. But as far as if I did have a negative troll that pops up in my stream, I'll probably have my bouncers, like, remove them.
It takes away from the positive vibes of your stream.
Right.
And when you're having a good time, like I said earlier, I don't want to go to somebody's stream if somebody's completely, like, just dissing me the entire time. Some disses are, like, tolerable, like making jokes and stuff. But, like, when it gets to that point where you're just like, why am I going to come in here if all you're going to do is make fun of me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then you lose a favorite over somebody who you had in your stream.
Yep.
And I just, like, I've had to remove bouncers because I've had bouncers that have taken stuff, like, too far. I've had to, like, have chats with people. But most of my close circle of people, I also have on IG or Snap or both. So if something happens in my stream, I can be like, hey, Vampy, like, why did you do that when you were in my stream last time? Like, you hurt this person's feelings. Please don't do that again, or whatever. I would give her the opportunity because there's times where, like, I might take things too far. I'm a sarcastic person, and I'm a smart ass by nature. So there's times where I'll be having a conversation and I might take things too far and I think I'm funny. If you don't tell me that offended you, I don't know that it offended you. I mean, obviously, after the fact, I can see that you might be offended, and I'll apologize. But, like, if you don't tell me, I might not always know.
Right.
Let me kick off real quick. Let me promote my show. Andrea, this is my show. So I'm Wild West. This is my show, Better Than Expected. This is a show talking about streaming behind the scenes. If you stream, you're going to see a lot of the stuff that we're going to be talking about, and this is the way these two guests handled their streams, right? It may not be the right way, it's not the wrong way, right? It's just like this is how we deal with things in our stream. This show is every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to go over a couple of topics. The first topic is handling trolls in your stream. So with that being said, I've had people that came to my stream and they've had problems with each other and they bring it onto my streams. They have problems with each other and somebody nothing to do with me and they go at it. I had a top badge gifter come in and was throwing me gifts, and one of the people that didn't even have a level yet had a problem with it and chased him away. And I was like, I went to his stream and apologized to him on his stream because I didn't realize that was going on.
I've had that same issue, and I've had issues with people that I have issues with that bring it to other streams that I'm in. And I do my very best to be respectful of everybody when I'm in your stream. And if I see somebody that I don't care for in your stream and they like start to acknowledge me, I'll just leave your stream. Not because I don't like you, but because I don't want the drama between me and that person to affect your stream. And I respect you enough to do that. Because I've had it happen where I've had people where I've had issues with follow me to streams and try to start stuff. And I'm like, I don't know why you're doing that, because like this person has nothing to do with that. Just because I don't like you, Wild West, doesn't mean Vampy can't like you. I mean, just because you made me upset and whatever happened doesn't mean Vampy can't come in here and be friends with you, even though me and Vampy are friends. Now, if it's something that's like so horrible, I would hope that my friends would also take into consideration the respect level. Like if you had done something horrible to me, like assaulted me or done something just like off the chain, I would hope that Vampy would not want to continue to be friends with you because she's my friend and you did something horrible to me.
Right.
But just because we had a disagreement or a falling out or whatever between us doesn't mean somebody else can't be friends with you. And it bothers me because I'm not here to tell you who you can and cannot be friends with. Like, you can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. I'm not, and like what I say to you shouldn't make that much of a difference either. I mean, like, I don't want people to have to pick between me and somebody else or anything like that. Like, I mean, we're all streamers, and I can, like, I'm one of those people, I can come into your stream after 7 p.m. at night if I know that this person is in here before then and I have a problem with this person. Like, and I'll say something to the streamer as well. So, like, if I come to your stream, Wild West, and I have an issue with Vampy, I'm going to send you a private message and be like, I have an issue with Vampy. That's why, like, I choose to leave your stream when Vampy comes in your stream. Or whatever. Just so you're not like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on? You know, Beard Raider's not really usually rude like that. And she was kind of rude and then just left my stream. Like, I'll tell you, like, what the issue is. Just so you're not like, what's going on right now, because I've had stuff blow up in my stream and it had nothing to do with me, and I'm just like, are you serious? And I'm friends with both of them, and it's just kind of like, okay, so now both of you want me to choose and I'm not going to choose because, like, okay, like, what am I supposed to do? And like, of course, I'm getting private messages from both of these people at the same time, like going off on the other person, and I'm just like, okay, this is your fight, not mine. And it's not anything that like should involve me. And it's not anything horrible that I shouldn't be friends with the other person. Like I said before, like if it's your fight with somebody else, like I'm out of it. Like I want nothing to do with it. But like if it's something that I feel like I should back my friend, I'm going to do that. Like I had a top badge who told my best friend on the app that she needed to cut herself. And I made it my mission. To make sure that top badge was no longer a top badge. It took long enough, but he is no longer a top badge. But something like that, in that case, my best friend is a manic depressive. So if you had caught her in a downward spiral and told her to do that, she might have done it. And let me tell you, if anything happens to my best friend because you said something you shouldn't have said, I will find you. Like, that's unacceptable. And some people on here don't know when to stop. Like, when I'm messing with King Goober and saying gobble gobble, like, we were on a game show together, and it was a top badge game show, and she called him King Gobbler instead of King Goobler. Or King Goober. So we just went with it. We'll put turkeys. If you notice, if you're in a stream when we're all in there, we'll put turkeys in the comment, and it's funny. It wasn't, she didn't do it on purpose. She didn't do it to like mess him up or anything else. It was an honest mistake, but we all thought it was funny and we went with it. But if it was something hurtful, I would have been like, look, and she corrected it after the fact. So it's not like she continued to do it to, make him upset or anything. But if she actually did something to hurt him, I definitely would have stepped in and been like, hey, that's not okay.
Vampy?
Yeah, so so if someone have an issue with another person, don't bring it to my stream. I don't tolerate it, and no kind of drama at all. Because if you bring drama to my stream and then you trying to pull me into it, you might just get removed, and we're gonna talk off of into Instagram and look, I don't appreciate you doing this in my stream. Don't mean I'm a bad person, but this is my stream. It's a possible safe place for everyone to come in, join, have fun, love on each other, like that. You come to a stream with that, I'm not gonna step that in my stream. I'm just gonna tell someone to remove you or I'll remove you myself, and then I'll explain to you why I removed you. Because you kept going. You and this other person is arguing, trying to pull me into it when I had nothing to do with it. And I had that happen to me a lot of times. Two people would come to my stream, they would try to bring me into it. I'm look, this is my stream, and I don't want this here. This is a positive safe space for my viewers and myself. We all have fun here. Don't bring that kind of mess into my stream.
Exactly.
If you have a problem with me, removing you, that's your problem. But I tell you why I removed you. And some people will get upset that you get removed from their streams because of the fact that what they did. And I had to explain to them, look, respect my boundaries in my stream. That's all I'm saying. If you can't accept that, go on your way, I go my way. Pretty much.
Well, I've had somebody that they had a problem with somebody in my stream, right? They never said anything to me, never said anything. I went to a friend's box and boxed up with them. They jumped in the box and pointed and it came at me and said, look, you got to get rid of this person or, we're not going to be friends. I said, bye. That's all I can tell you because you're not going to make me make a choice. You're not going to back me in a corner.
And there's things that should be kept off the app.
Correct.
And there's no need for them to be discussed in your box with other people present, because I've had before where I've had people get upset with me because I've been saying something when I've been having a conversation with people in my box, and I'm like, I know that there's any certain amount of viewers in here anytime. If I don't want that information out there, I'm not going to discuss it in my box.
Correct.
But when you go there's oftentimes you'll go into other people's streams and they're just going off about whatever, and you're just like, wow. I've actually had to tell some people you can do what you want. It's your stream. I'm not telling you what to do, what not to do. But I would suggest taking this off stream as opposed to continuing to do that on here. Because what I've noticed is you have people that tolerate it for so long, and then they're just kind of I'm done with the drama. I want no part of it. And it's just some people's streams you go to for the drama, and other times you're just I don't want anything to do with it. And I've been, unfortunately for me, I've had a lot of drama on this app, unnecessary drama too, that could have been handled with a, conversation off the app, but other people stuck their noses in it as well. And it went from being something like this to something like this. And two of the people that I had a huge issue with are no longer on the app. They come on here occasionally, but they've moved over to a different app. And it's been much better since they've been gone. I'm not going to lie at all. But it's just I don't want to deal with that toxicity. I'm not on here to be part of a soap opera. I'm on here to meet people, to have fun, to rate beards. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to rate beards. And even my boyfriend has a problem with me rating beards. beard is the beard that I want. But like
Mhm.
other beards, like yeah, but we have arguments over beards, which I mean, I think it's kind of humorous because I'm like, really? Okay, but you don't want that in your stream. I'm not here to hurt you or make your life miserable. I want to have a good time. When you come to my stream, I play games on my stream. I do my shows. I admin for a bunch of people. I'm Vampy's admin. I love helping people make their shows better or help them get their shows off the ground. I actually had a top badge who just came to me. He wants to start a show and he's like, I heard you were the go-to person to like help me get this done and help me get this started. And I'm like, dude, that means somebody else told you to come to me. Yeah, that means somebody else told you to come to me because I'm good at what I do. And just like Vampy wanted to start a show and she gave me her idea and I was like, dude, let's do it. It sounds good. And some of the things we did a run through and some of the things didn't work. So we made suggestions on like, hey, maybe we should try this next time.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I mean, it's just like I like to help people. I don't like to bring people down. And I would love everybody on here to be successful. And if I can help you be successful, that makes me feel good.
Go ahead, Vampy. You got anything to add to it? And I'll promote my show right after that.
You said what? Okay, very earlier.
Do you have any more to add to what Beard Raider?
Yeah, I agree with Beard Raider. I'm here to help people on the app, especially new streamers. I give them the run through app. I tell them the things you need to do on the app, especially like how to start live or how to add someone in the box, all that good stuff. I'm also like as an admin myself. Yes, I love helping other people get their show started, and a lot of them, their shows progress even more better and better. And I'm proud of myself for what I do for the app, and I love doing what I do. So like, it's pretty much. I love helping people. That's the person myself, and the people treat me respect back. I treat them respect also.
Totally get it. All right, I'm going to promote my show. I'm Wild West. This is my show, Better Than Expected. This is streaming behind the scenes. Two of my guests are talking about what they've gone through. This is all opinions, guys. This is what we've been through. This is what we see. This is how we handle our streams. So, take bits and pieces of it. So my show's every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern. If you want to be part of the show, either contact myself on IG or Emoji J's in the stream. Hit him up, and definitely trying to change up the topics every week. Our first topic was how to basically tolerance of trolls. So with that being said, let's go ahead to the next question. I see. And when I say this question, how do you engage trolls? I've been on some people's stream that they engage them. They try to get them talking. They try to get them, because they like that in their stream. They like that kind of drama in their stream. They engage. Some people totally ignore. They don't pay attention to them when they say something. How do you guys handle?
So I gauge the troll because you can usually tell from like the first or second comment they make what they're there for. And like I said earlier, some trolls are good. Some trolls, it keeps your stream entertaining because people want some drama. They want to laugh, they want to have a good time, but they don't want to get their feelings hurt. They don't want to see you like destroyed. So like there is some trolling that there's a line that you just don't want to cross, like I said earlier. And that line is different for everybody. For me, it depends on what's going on in my stream, honestly. Because if I'm just sitting there hanging out with a couple of people in my box, not really doing anything, I welcome trolls. I don't have a problem with trolls. But if you offend somebody in my stream or my box, you're gone. because I don't tolerate, racism. I don't tolerate getting super inappropriate with somebody. I am a smartass, and I have a great sense of humor, and I can pretty much put up with anything. So when you offend me, like, it takes a lot to offend me. But I don't want you to offend me, and I don't want you to offend my friends. So I will, like I said before, I'll politely give you a warning and be like, this is your one and only warning. And if you do that again, you're gone. And if it's during one of my shows, I don't tolerate it at all. During my shows, my bouncers know if somebody says something that's not appropriate, kick them.
Vampy?
Yeah, so like if I did have a troll, I would engage them, like in a nicest way. If they say one comment and I respond back to it, and then what if they start like saying something negative? That's when I'll step into place as a streamer to tell them like, look, this is my stream. We don't allow this in here. If you can't respect that, I'll respectfully remove you from my stream. But if it was a nice person who loves trolling, yes, I give them a chance. If they're a nice person, they show themselves as a good person. I might keep maybe 1 to 2 trolls in if they are good. But if they're bad, they automatically get removed.
Yeah, I kind of take it on a troll by troll basis, right?
Yes,
I really do. Because I'm a bouncer in a lot of shows and things to that nature. And here's my rule, right? If you say something negative, automatically, either like any kind of racism, any kind of sexuality, any offending people in my stream, that you one chance, you're gone, right? And then others, I'll let a comment, like when I bouncer in shows, right? I'll give a comment and then I'll just put in general, be respectful to
right.
the streamer, right? And if you come back with a second comment, no chance, you're gone. Mm-hmm. That's how I usually do in my streams when I'm,
See, there's a time and a place. Like when you are doing a show, this is not the time or the place to make those kind of comments. When you're not doing a show, yeah, like bring it on. But when you're being professional, it's not the time. I mean, like, I can only imagine, like, Chris Casper. I was on his show last week, and there were some people that were making comments in the comments, and you could tell that he was seeing some of those comments, but like just by the expression on his face, but he just kept it professional and kept on going. I don't know if the people were removed or not because I was in the box, but it was just kind of like, I have a certain level of respect for people that can not engage, because there's only so much not engaging I can do before like you say that one thing that like gets under my skin. Like there's some people on this app, I won't name names, but there's certain people on this app that know exactly what to say to set me off. And it does every time. So like they're blocked from my stream, but it's like those are the kind of people that I'm talking about with the no face, no case, because they'll create other accounts so they can come into my stream and try to cause trouble. And they know exactly what to say that will make me upset. And it's that where like I've tried to get away from that and not continue to let that happen, because I lost lots of friends and lots of so-called friends over drama.
Yeah, I have too. Definitely, I have. I want to keep my good vibes. I'll keep moving forward. I'll get new friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Personally, I thank the people for removing themselves from my life, because they obviously weren't meant to be there. Because, like, Vampy, if you're my friend, you're my friend. It's not if Wild West comes in here and says, hey, Vampy, Weird Raiders talking about you behind your back. And, like, you don't come to me and be like, hey, somebody told me that you were talking about me. And you don't try to, like, have that conversation with me, and you just take Wild West on his word. Obviously, you weren't really my friend to begin with, because you're just believing somebody else who's saying something.
Correct. And you don't know what their agenda is behind that, right?
Exactly.
Mhm.
I mean, there you have some people on here that you can't be friends with other people because they're not friends with those people,
Mhm.
or they can't be friends with those people because you're friends with them. And it's just like, why can't we all be friends?
Right.
Like, I don't want to be friends with you if I have an issue with you. If Wild West has an issue with you, unless it's good enough for me to be like, okay, no, you know what? You did that to Wild West. I don't want anything to do with you. There are a few things, a few people on here that I've had to like cut off completely. I had a day one person on here that I had to cut off because he physically assaulted a friend of mine on here when they met in
Oh
person.
wow.
And I was just like, you know what? That is not okay. And of course, both of them are coming to me like, are you going to believe her over me? And I'm just like, and she's saying the same thing about you. I was like, I've seen your streams though. I know what you're capable of when you drink. So yeah, and she contacted me right after the date that she went on with you. We saw the bruises, we saw the marks. Like, yeah, the decision was easy on that one. But I'm just like, he was one of my day ones, so it was hard at the same time. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. But like, I don't stand for that. If I know somebody
No.
assaulted a friend of mine, I'm not going to like I'm that person that wants to shout it from the rooftop so you stay away from that person or you know in advance that like if he gets drunk, he can get mean. So just, prepare yourself.
Mhm. Definitely. Um. Yeah, with that situation, I feel that and I understand that, and I'll be the same way too. Like if you tell me that with visit someone that was friends with, and then they abuse you and stuff like that, yeah, I'm not gonna tolerate that. And I'm like very ready, like I will like shout it out loud if I can, because we don't we don't need that, especially when it comes to these abuses like that too. And then, or it has to be a very good reason for me to really remove you completely out of my life. And it takes a lot. It really does. I'm a strong person. It takes a lot to get me upset. But if it's something really bad, you gotta go. Literally.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the same way. When I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
There's no looking back. I'm done. Right. Um, I like to give chances and things of that nature, but when you push it too far, yeah, I'm
And
done.
when you push
Right.
it too far, you kind of also have to think about like why. If you're my
Mm-hmm.
friend, why didn't you respect me enough to have that conversation with me as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to take it to the level that you took it? Like the person I had a major problem with on here, like I became friends with him when I saw him in somebody, he was battling somebody and he seemed like a good time. And I did what I could to help him and promote him. And he came into my stream and took half of my streamers with him. And when things fell out and got really bad between me and him, those people were dropping off like one by one. And I'm just like, I've known you for a long time. Like I've known you for a long time. How is it that like you're gonna take what he's telling you and then just like no longer talk to me?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's ridiculous in my opinion. And like
Yeah.
I lost some people that I had been friends with like for months who knew about my like what was going on in my personal life and everything, not on the app. So it was just kind of like, why? Like, and then they would use that personal stuff against me. And I'm just like, okay. So now there's only like two people that I tell anything about what's going on in my life because I know they would never do that to me. But like my trust in people as a whole just like went way down after that happened. And my circle went from being this big to this big. And there's like six people in it. Vampy's one of them. But like there's just it. I'm too trusting. I'm too forgiving. I'm too like let me do what I can to help you. And I think sometimes people think I have sucker written on my forehead, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't. And like, I might put up with your crap, but I'm only going to put up with it for so long before I say something. And like, I'm not going to allow you to hurt me, and I'm not going to allow you to hurt my friend. Like that's just how I am. If I don't consider you one of those friends, like, it's fair game. But like, when you're doing stuff in my stream, if you say something about one of my friends, I am going to go tell that person if they're not already in my stream listening. Like, that's my friend. You're not going to come in here and say, "Oh my God, I can't believe Vampy did that," and think that I'm not going to say something to Vampy. Like, you're not. I don't put up with the people that come in here and try to start stuff on purpose. Like, you have particular people. One of them won't be named, but Vampy probably knows who they are. But they'll say one thing. Oh my God, Wild West. I was talking to Vampy the other day, and she was like, "Oh, your glasses are so square." Like, it was just so ridiculous. Like, it's simple stuff like that makes no difference. Like, who cares what shape your glasses are?
Right.
But like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get you to get annoyed with her for whatever reason, and it's just like, why? I mean, like, that's not why I come on the app. When this app stops being fun for me, I'm gone.
Right.
Like, there's been times where it's been so bad. Like, I've taken a break, and it was like an extended break, and I was just like, you know what? I don't need to deal with that. I don't need to come on here to get more stressed out and to get my feelings hurt and to have people like say this stuff about me. Like, absolutely not. This is what I do to socialize. This is what I do to like get out there. I'm not like, I'm an outgoing person on here, but I'm that quiet person in the corner when I go out places. Like, I'm not that person that, like, I'll go into any stream in here and be like, "What's up?" Because I can easily hit that X if I say something stupid, or if I see that I'm not welcome or whatever. I can hit that X and be like, "All right, we're not going to do that one again." But in real life, you can't hit. There's not an X there. Like, it's not there. You just have to, like, "Oh crap, I shouldn't have done that."
Correct.
Exactly. But like, I'm completely, I don't want to say I'm completely opposite in person. When I feel comfortable with you, I can be open and outgoing. But like, until then, on here is just, it's easy. You can go into any stream and be like, "Oh, okay, cool. Hey, what's going on?" And it's easier to be outgoing and friendly on here than it is in real life.
Yeah.
Let me hold on real quick. Let me promote my show. I'm trying to do it every 15 minutes. This is Wild West. This is my show, Better Than Expected. This two of my great guests in the box. We're talking about streaming and behind the scenes. They've been established streamers for a while. They've seen a lot of the scenarios that I'm putting through. This is just opinions on how they deal with things in their stream. You can take bits and pieces of it and utilize in your stream, or however, whatever, however you want to take that. This show is every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern. If you want to be on the show, contact me on my IG or hit my admin emoji J, which is in the stream. So with that, Vampy, I'm gonna go ahead and let you.
Yeah, so as an introverted person as I am, I get shy, I don't talk, but I'm also very observant about what people I talk to too. Like, I pick up on how they carry themselves as a person. Or sometimes I go in there, I'll be like, "You know what, I'm not comfortable to talk yet." Maybe they keep coming around a little bit more, I'll open up, start chatting with them. If I go to someone's stream and I instantly click with them, yeah, I'll start talking. Like, it'd be like, sound like you know me for like 1,000 years or more, for a long time, because like we instantly connected, right? But as a person, I'm very observant. So when it comes to talking to people or chilling someone's stream, I'm observant. Like, believe me, I'll be watching how they be carrying themselves.
I do too.
If I don't talk in your stream, if you see me as a viewer in your stream, 98% of the time, I'm just there watching and listening, and I don't have anything to say. I'll say hello to you when I come into your stream. If I don't say hello to you when I come into your stream, it's because I was kicked in your stream and I didn't mean to be there, and like, I don't have time to like actually have a conversation. So it's just kind of like, whoops, my bad. But just like Vampy, I pay attention to what's going on. I pay attention to how you carry yourself when you're in my stream and when you're in somebody else's stream. And there's times where if I get that feeling that like Vampy's talking about me behind my back, I'll go in on my lurk account and I'll just be like, okay, and just sit there and listen. When I lurk on my lurk accounts, I don't say anything. I'm just there to see if anything is being said. And
Correct.
I don't even really do that very much anymore, unless somebody has brought something to my attention that I need to like go check on, because I'm just like, okay, because if you don't hear that Wild West is talking about me, then I don't know that it's going on, and it does bother me. But when it comes to me from Vampy or other various sources that Wild West is talking about me like way more than he should be with every time he streams, and it's not always great, I want to know so I can be like, hey, Wild West, what's your issue with me, man? Like, what's going on? Like, if it's something that we need to talk about, let's have a conversation. I'm all about conversations. I'm all about communication, and like, if you don't like something I did or you don't like something I do, tell me. I might change it. I might not, depending on what it is, but I might change it. But I don't know that it's a problem if you don't bring it to my attention.
Right.
If I have a problem with you, I have one BFF on this app. Everybody already knows who that is. I go to her first and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe what Vampy did. If Vampy did something to make me upset. But then I go to Vampy when I've like calmed down and I'm like, okay, you know what? The last time I was in your stream, this happened and I didn't appreciate it. And I have that conversation with her. And if she blows it off and she doesn't care, then okay, I can see that like she doesn't really respect me and value my opinion or whatever. But Vampy personally is not like that. But there's some people on here that are just like, they don't want to know when you have a problem because they don't care. Like, you can tell when you're friends with somebody and they value you as a person. Like, I have friends on here, and then I have people that come into my stream. I have them in two categories because my friends, I would do whatever I could to help them. I would make sure that they're taken care of if they needed to be taken care of. The people that just come into my stream that are acquaintances, like, I mean, that's exactly what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, and a couple of things I picked up on it is the small circles. Right. When I first started streaming, I had everybody was a friend. Right. Everybody.
Yeah.
When I tried to take care of everybody, and now it's only the people in that small circle now that
it's hard to get out of that because I was the same way. Yeah. I wanted to make everybody happy, and I wanted, you think to be successful that you need to have a big group of people. Oh no. You need to have a small group of people that you know will be there for you. I've noticed big time, like in auctions in particular, people get so mad because they don't have anybody there supporting them in auctions. And I'm like, if I don't put out there that I'm in an auction, how are people going to know that I'm in an auction?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like, I'm in an auction tonight. Yep. I haven't promoted it because I haven't even been streaming. I just promoted it today. Hopefully somebody shows up. But I want you to show up because you want to be there to support me, not because you feel like you have to be there. Right. I'm not like recruiting everybody to be like, come give me your diamonds. Like, stick my beard emoji in there so people know that I have friends. You have all these people in there that are like, oh my God, I have all of these friends. And then nobody shows up for you. It does hurt your feelings. But at the same time, if I didn't know that you were having a battle, I can't be there. Like Moody Andrew, he had one last night. I was like, dude, I'm broker than broke, but I can be there for moral support. Right. Like, I mean, if you want me there for moral support, like, I'll be there, but like, I can't shoot anything. I don't have enough because I haven't been streaming. But like, I will be there to support you, and I know who's there to support me. So it's just like, those are the people that I hold dear. And it's the same thing with gifting. I gift people that gift me. Everything all of my diamonds that I get, I convert right back and give them right back. And when people are on here talking about diamonds and like, oh my, I have this one guy that like he's obsessed with diamonds and he makes a big deal about every gift he gives and everything else. And I'm like, there's a reason I don't gift you. It's because you expect me to gift you because you gifted me. You don't have to gift me. I'm not saying Wild West, you have to give me this. If you want to give me something, please
Yep.
do. But you know that I'm also going to be back here giving it right back to you at some point. But when you expect that, that's diamond trick. Saying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's just like you can do whatever. You're a black VIP on this app. It doesn't mean you have a clip that's got 9 million diamonds in it that you can just sit
Correct.
here and go like do whatever on the app. People just expect that. And it's just like, no, I support the people that support me.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't even stream Saturday night's a big streaming night, right? When people come in and I didn't even stream last night. I went to 20 different people's auctions. And I didn't win a single damn auction. I wasn't trying to win an auction, right? I just gave gifts to each of to support them, right? I threw a little bit on everybody. But I didn't even stream.
You won me in my last auction, and I was super grateful because Outlaw was working and forgot that I had an auction. So like I was so sad because I was like, the one person who is always there for me is not here. I was like, oh my gosh. And then Wild West was like, I'm here for you. And I was like, oh, thank you. Somebody loves me.
Yeah, I think I won that auction.
You
right?
did. You did.
Okay.
And he was very nice with my name change too. And he was like, just put my name in. When I do a name change, when I win you in an auction, I want my name with your name. So you see my name. I'm not one of those people that's like mean, that's like, oh, yeah, Vampy, she's gonna be Beard Raiders bitch or like whatever. Like I'm just like Beard Raiders Vampy. Like I want you to know that every time you get on, they see Beard Raiders and they're like, oh, who's Beard Raiders? Let me go check her out. Like I try to think strategically on this app. Like
Correct.
when I was on Chris Casper's show, I wrote down every point that I wanted to make because I know how many people go to his show. I got 60 faves that night. And I was just like, dude, that's like, yeah. So I try to make the most out of like each situation. And like I just became an admin for Groovy's Beach. I know how many viewers she gets for her shows. So I'm just like, okay, let me make sure to promote this, this, and this when she brings me in the box at the end of the night. Guess what? That helps Vampy because I'm an admin for Vampy show too. So when I'm in somebody else's stream and they have 700 viewers, they're like, oh, who's Vampy? She's got a show. Let me go be on her show too. So, I mean, I try to take care of everybody.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just can't, and people get upset when you can't.
Yeah.
Right. I try to show, and I really, the people that take the time to come into my stream, and they don't even have to throw a gift, right? But they come to my stream, they're there, they're giving me their time.
Right.
I definitely try to show up in their streams.
There,
And throw.
I have, as with most people on this app, I have a life outside of this app as well. So I don't always get the opportunity to come in here and stream like I was before. As some of you might know, not everybody, the guy that I met on the app is now here with me. So that's like a change as well, because it went from being on the phone with him to like having him here with me. He loves his family time. And I have to get used to that because I loved my streaming time and not spending every waking moment with somebody. But it's all things that like there's nothing wrong with that. I can't be mad at him because he wants to spend time with me. But like I need to figure out how I can do this and do that. Like he's at work right now. That's why I'm here with no problem.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's just like I need to figure out how to have my outside life as well as my streaming life and intertwine the two basically. But not have it upset anybody. Because my youngest gets so upset because I spent so much time streaming before I wasn't spending time with her. And I'm like, I'm spending time with you. And it wasn't enough time. And like that made me feel bad because I was like, well, I'm here. You're sitting next to me. We're watching a movie. I'm streaming. Like I'm still here doing stuff with you. But that wasn't good enough. And like that made me feel bad as a mom. So I'm like, yeah, no, I have to fix that. Oh, here we come. You can't be in here. Sorry. She does that
Well,
every time.
we got about 2 minutes
2 minutes.
left. I'm gonna,
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah, Vampy, if you want to promote your show, promote what you got going on, any auctions, anything to that nature.
Okay. Well, my name is Vampy. Am I do have a show called Vampy Musical Madness every Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm also in Mooney's auction, Repu Colors auction, November 12th. Cinemas. I'm DJ Your Voice admin and also his person to book. So contact me if you need DJ for anything, and I talk to him. We get the schedule, we work things out. Also Magician Bob's admin. Unfortunately, he's haven't been streaming as much because what's going on in Israel. Send me your prayers as well. He's such an awesome dude. I've been his admin almost 3 years now, which is crazy. Let's see. I'm also Shine's admin for her Shoot Run Ray. It's every Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. There's so many awesome shows on the app. I wish I could promote them all because it'd be a long list. Yeah. And I try to go to Air One. I love Air One show, and I try to be there. Like, look, I want to be there. Please send me a reminder.
Hey, if you want me to make you one like I made for mine with everybody that you're an admin for, so people can like contact you, I can. Just send me everything you admin, and I can make you a flyer for that. I love making flyers.
I could tell you everywhere I go, Vampy's there.
I try to be there.
She is everywhere. She is everywhere.
Don't me like I might forget, but I try to be there.
See.
So, Beard Raider, I know you've got an auction tonight.
Yep, I got an auction tonight at 6:15 with Eddie. Monday nights, right now we're kind of like taking a break because I have bachelors, but I don't have contestants for everybody. So I've been like looking for contestants. So that's kind of on hold. But Monday nights I have Win a Date with a Beard. The only qualification you need is to have a beard or to like beards. So those are the only qualifications. That's Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, I have Real Talk with Beards. And we talk about I have a male guest and a female guest, so we get the male opinion and the female opinion. And we just talk about different relationship topics and like a roundtable discussion kind of thing. And I'm trying to bring back trivia on Thursday nights. I haven't really done it yet, though. I'm still kind of working on that. And I kind of started a new streamer, I call it new streamer orientation on Sunday nights. It's just a short, like 30-minute stream. And if you're a new streamer and have questions, like I'm there to answer them for you. Like when I first met King Goober, he was a new streamer and he was asking me like 50 million questions. And then he introduced me to somebody else who had like 50 million questions. And I was like, you know what? I wish somebody was there for me when I first started streaming to answer my questions and like tell me the ins and outs. And
Beard Raider, you know what I did when I first started streaming? Because I've only been streaming since January, right? First thing I did is I took battles with Marty Party. I took battles with all these top people. And I didn't battle them to win, right? No, there's no way. I was brand new. There's no way. But to pick their brains and ask them questions.
Yeah.
Right? And really, get out there, because I took bits and pieces of all of them. Icy King was another one.
And that's really smart because and that's how I got really good with being an admin and, giving advice on getting a show and like what you need to do for your shows, because I've been on a lot of shows. I go support my friends that are on shows. I see how they work. Like there's some things I'm like, oh, well, you need to change that. Or like, that's silly. It doesn't really work. Like with Vampy's show, there was one round that just wasn't working because we didn't know if the songs were real or not.
Yeah,
I was like, it's a great idea, but I was like, you should change that to bands instead, because then we can easily know that like White Walkers
Right.
are not a band or
Right.
whatever, as opposed to like the song, because like we don't know if it's a song or not. So how can you score that? But she changed it up. She wasn't upset that I was like it doesn't work. She was just like, she wasn't like, okay. She was just like, okay, let's try it out. And it worked better the next week. And there you go. She liked it. I wasn't trying to like crush her hopes and dreams or anything, or like ruin her show. Like, I mean, I want to do what I can to help your show, A, get featured, B, make it better than it was. Like what we did with Bella. Bella has Bella's B. It was the spelling bee with Bella. And
Yeah.
it was kind of a one monotone kind of like, this is what it is. And it wasn't not fun, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is awesome, I have to be on this show. And me and Outlaw went in and we shot some ideas back and forth, and we added some things. We kept the idea of her show for one of the rounds, and then we added some other rounds. And we've had top badges on her show. We've had like lots. It's been very successful the way it's been. So I'm just like, you know, if you want to change something, it's your show. Like, you're not going to hurt my feelings if I give you all of these opinions and you don't use them. I want to make your show better. So I'm just one person. But like, I do feel like my opinion matters because I'm one person watching your show. So if I can give you ideas on like what would keep me as a viewer, like, I'm not going to sit out here and like bash your show, but I want you to be successful. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like my Tuesday night shows, when I first started, I've been doing my Tuesday night shows regularly since January, actually since December. And I've had anywhere from 10 viewers to 120. It really just depends on how much I put it out there, who I talk to, and how much I build it up and whatnot. But it's just like, you can definitely see that like I still do my show even if I have 10 people in there. Like, you have to do your show like you have 120 people in there.
Yeah.
Because you never know when that's going to happen.
Yeah. Beard, let me close out because I know Emoji J is recording. So let me close out my show. Yeah, I'm Wild West. This is my show, Better Than Expected. This is streaming and behind the scenes is different topic. We didn't even get to my second topic. It was a great conversation. Two of my guests that's in the box.
We'll be back next week to finish this show.
We can do it. If you want to be part of my show, either contact me on IG or contact my my admin, Moji J, that's here in the stream. So with that, I'm going to close out the show. We can continue talking. Definitely, I appreciate both of you guys. You both are amazing streamers. Like I said, Vampy, I see you everywhere. Everywhere I go, Vampy's there.
I'm always there.
So,
you know, the funny thing about it is, I remember when Chris Castro was new on the app before he became a top badge and the admin for the app, and watched him grow was amazing. And look at him now; he's doing amazing as a featured show.
Exactly. It's great to see people that you've helped. Like, I mean, how long does it? I've been on the app for a year, and I just got on Chris Casper's show last week. King Goober's been on